Okay, so let's check. It's 8:30 on my clock now. So again, thank you so much for being with me here for our Monday market review. Okay, let me see, just checking the audio. We're good. Wonderful. And yes, welcome to a new trading week again, guys. So I was just checking the markets earlier. The dollar is still continuing that surge. Let's see how it affects all the dollar pairs across the board. Yeah. So just before we proceed further, again, a reminder to everyone, all the information that will be provided in this session are purely for educational purposes only and not a financial advice. Remember that trading is risky, right? Especially if you don't know what you're doing. So kung hindi maintindihan, kailangan magtanong. Wala pong masamang magtanong. Alright? So, let's go and jump into the first currency pair now. Look at that rejection on AUD USD, right? And it's going back to the original floor level, right? That we have seen for the last couple of weeks. So just to have a clear view and a fresh view of AUD USD, what you want to do is to have a clear chart first, everything on the daily chart to understand the general market condition muna. All right, for the people who are asking, how far do you go when you check the general market condition? For me, it's at least 3 months first. If needed, then I can just zoom out to like 6 or maybe a year to understand the historical data as well, of or what do you call this, clues from historical data. That's what I'm looking for, right? So but initially I would like to start with at least 3 months there to have a view of what the market is doing, or at least to make sense of it. Okay, so including March, February, at tsaka yung towards the end of January, mapapansin nyo, we still have that uptrend right here. Noticeably, you're seeing this pullback right here. Okay, based on the pattern. Okay, pansinin nyo po ha. Lahat ng pink, yan, na channel na nilalagay ko is the pullback. So meaning, yung orange, yun yung mga, yan, going with the trend. Okay? Yun yung mga upward swing na yun. So yung makikita nyo yung channel na pink na yan are the correction for some people, 'di ba? Yun yung term na ginagamit nila, correction in the market or pullback. A retest means the same thing, okay? So we are experiencing this move again, right? So meaning we still have that uptrend. So there's still a strong push from AUD, right? Um to push this price higher. That's what I mean. So technically, if you look at this, right, nandyan yung uptrend. Fundamentally as well, we are to expect some sorry some high impact news tomorrow, as we would expect RBA meeting minutes, and at the same time you have HPI, or house price index, tomorrow as well for Australia. So we'll see how it would impact. Pero of course, towards the evening, you have PPI reports, and I'm not sure if you are familiar with Empire State Manufacturing Index, right? Those are high impact news, but there will be back-to-back PPI reports relating to the dollar, right? Or involving the dollar. So let's see. Baka may movement in the morning, could be corrected in the evening as well. So again, when you're trading using your fundamental analysis, and you're reading the news as well, what you want to do is to see if those information agrees with each other. That makes the trade a high probability one. But if it doesn't, then nagiging low yung probability. So meaning there's a very good chance that you could possibly not trade yet. Okay, pag hindi nag-agree yung technical nyo at yung fundamental. Pero if you're a pure fundamental trader, of course, it's your money anyway, right? Please apply trader's discretion. Okay, ang importante, you know what you're doing. You have a clear understanding of your decisions, right? Whether you buy or sell, right? Whether you're using fundamental or technical analysis. Ang importante, naintindihan mo yung nangyayari. May confidence dun sa decision na yan. Alright? So, uptrend, we're expecting for back-to-back high impact news tomorrow. So let's see how we can set a plan given this scenario. Okay? Now, here's the thing. First, yes, we know it's an uptrend. Confident tayo dun sa buy. Pero please do not disregard the resistance that's currently being tested. Okay? Ano yung resistance na yon. Okay? What I usually do is to have my line chart right here. Okay? And draw a horizontal line. Okay? Probably ito yung una-una nyo makikita. Of course, yan yung pinaka-recent na high. But for me, I want to check yung previous months. Okay? Kasi ito, within the month pa lang naman tong part na to. So, I want to check the previous months. Ano yung highest? So, kung titingnan mo si February, nandito lang naman siya. Pero si January, nagbigay siya ng highest level somewhere here. So, ito yung magiging basis ko ngayon. Alright? To whether the price can really proceed or not. Though we had seen the breakout here, right, at the beginning of March, yun medyo naging excited pa nga tayo doon. Now, as mentioned as well, we don't want to disregard the fact that it can go for a full pullback, which is happening now. So, titingnan natin yan. Saan ba pwede tayong mag-buy? And saan yung opportunity to buy natin dyan? Sandali this chart is a bit weird for me. Just give me one sec. Let me refresh it. Okay. Tingnan natin. Okay. Dali lang ha. Okay, medyo ayusin ko lang. Parang weird yung itsura ng chart ko. Ulitin ko lang po Parang nagre-refresh siya. Anyway, I hope you're still following yung part ng I hope I'm not being too technical. That's what I mean. But if I am, please let me know in the comment section. So, or yeah, you can send me a direct message if you find it a little bit technical so I can address yung mga parts na medyo hindi natin na follow or naintindihan. Okay? So anyway, I'm going back to this one right here. Okay, drawing that horizontal line now. Okay, look at that pullback right there. Okay, so for some, probably they'll put this a little lower. So you will have more touches somewhere here. Okay, look at that. Touches here, touches here, touches here. Okay, so medyo mas respected tong level na to. Pero kung mapapansin nyo, few pips lang naman yun. So either way, okay lang yan. For some traders naman, mapapansin nyo kung nanonood kayo ng mga ibang YouTube videos, may mapapansin kayong colored rectangular levels like this. Okay, it means the same thing. This one is called the zone for me. That's what I personally call it. It's like a strong or a thicker support or resistance, right? Mike, yeah, good and clear naman. Thank you so much, Mike, for your comment. Right, so wag po kayong malilito ha. Minsan medyo tawag dito, artistic lang yung ibang traders when it comes to their chart. So when you see something like that, for me personally, no, I treat this like having two horizontal lines there, 'di ba? Parang ganito. Like having two horizontal lines, and I call this like the zone. Okay? This is usually just under 100 pips where the movement of the market is too tight and I don't want to operate on those zones most of the time. Pero pag nagdo-drawing din ako ng rectangle na ganito, yung colored, usually I'm focusing on that short-term sideways. So I hope you remember the difference. Pag yung medyo malapad yung rectangular na drawing ko, usually like short-term sideways yun. Pero pag ganito, right, it's a thicker support or resistance. In this case, balik ko lang sa line, no? Yan, baba ko ng konti, right? Yan. So, parang ganito. Okay, so just a reminder. Oops. Ay, parang thicker siya na horizontal line. Oh, by the way, someone asked dun sa I was going back through the comment and same thing with dun sa direct message. Why do you keep your chart black and white? I don't want to be biased by the color of the bars kasi minsan, well, in the past I was what do you want to call this? I was influenced by the color of the bar na parang pagkakita ko pa lang ng green, like ang initial reaction is to buy right away without doing the analysis. So and it was not a very good trade. So from there, I decided na para hindi ako natitrigger dun sa color lang ng bar, right? Parang red cell kagad, right? Ginawa ko siyang black and white para I will give myself enough time to really understand what's going on. Hindi ka influenced by just the color, 'di ba? Okay, so that's my answer. So from here, tingnan natin ha. Again, this level is being tested now. Let me go back to orange, okay? This level is being tested. The price is below but we're seeing an uptrend, right? So ito yung kaninang sinasabi natin. Do we have buying opportunities now? I would say not yet. But if tomorrow, the most conservative entry price that we could have is the breakout of this bar. Anong ibig sabihin ng this bar? Yung current na bar. Pag ang next bar natin or tomorrow's bar will do this, I would love to set my entry price. I will set it in blue or green for a buy. Okay? I will set my buy somewhere here. Yeah, few pips above nung previous bar. Yun ang gagamitin ko. Right? Kung magiging ganito na nga talaga yung itsura niya. So, that will tell me that the buyers are now back in the game and they're ready to push the price higher. Okay, so dun pa lang ako magse-set ng buy entry. Tingnan natin sa H4, no? Okay, medyo malayo-layo pa to. Probably you're seeing a bullish engulfing here now. Okay, look at that. You're seeing a potential bullish engulfing. Yes, it's a good pattern to take to consider for a buy. Sa akin lang, it's very close to that ceiling. Right? It's very close to that ceiling na pag naglagay tayo ng entry dito, baka dito lang maglaro yung price at hindi talaga siya mag-breakout, right? And eventually goes down. So, yun yung ayaw natin na mangyari. Okay? Parang ganito, pansinin nyo ha. Let me zoom in a little closer sa previous data. Let's find, parang ganito. Pansinin nyo yan. This is a beautiful lotus bar or a pin bar here. Pero hindi naman siya umakyat talaga. Dito lang muna siya nagstay. Pero after that, pag i-compare nyo siya dito sa much bigger pin bar, which the bar was above the horizontal line, same thing with this bullish engulfing, mas mataas yung probability for it to continue. Right? So, though, sinasabi ko nga, not 100% of the time, pumupunta dun sa favor natin yung trade. Sometimes bumababa din ulit. Look at that beautiful pin bar na yon. Kaya nga, kailangan natin malaman saan nangyayari itong mga pattern na to, yung placement niya. Are we in the level where it is likely to move up? Or baka nasa kalagitnaan tayo nung retest or pullback? Right? Yung parehas, yung kalagitnaan ng pink line na sinabi ko kanina. So, you don't want to be trading against the trend. You want to follow where the trend is. Okay? So, kaya nga nag-uumpisa tayo sa daily chart para malaman yung general market condition muna. Okay? So, but then again, for the people who likes to get in on a short-term trade, yes, pwede pa rin naman kayong pumasok for a buy here. Just don't disregard the ceiling right here. Meaning, you could consider your exits or your take profits somewhere in this level, right? Setting your take profit above this level, I would say a little bit too ambitious. Baka mag sideways dito and eventually mag bounce lang, 'di ba? So kung ayaw nyo mag-set ng TP, what you want to do is to monitor the trades once it hits this level right here para you can manually take your money or close the trade and take the money, 'di ba? So that's a level for you to watch out for. If you already have a buy order, I believe there was a spike. There you go. For the last 45 minutes. Look at that. Pero hindi naman ganun ka-strong yung spike. Sa akin, if I will be trading the 15-minute chart, I believe you heard me say this before. For a buy, I want to see my orange line above the blue. So this one is not. Kaya too early for me to buy on the 15-minute chart. Okay? And I believe I mentioned this before. Minsan, ang misunderstanding dahil nasa 15 minutes, akala nila aggressive ka na. Minsan, you can be conservative here kasi inaantay mo tong crossover na to. Right? Magko-crossover lang naman to pag umakyat na siya dun sa taas. So that's a good sign as well for a lower time frame trade. Okay? So for me, at least for now, yes, I'm seeing a buy or a surge of buyers coming in the market again, possibly to continue the uptrend, pero hindi ko pa nakikita yung presence nila ngayon. Okay? Anong ibig ko sabihin ulit? Nakikita natin yung uptrend at na-anticipate natin na pwedeng pumasok na ulit yung mga buyers to begin a new trend here, right? Pero hindi pa natin nararamdaman yung presence nila not at of this moment. So we want to see the price breaks through this zone right here or the resistance, right? Para mas mataas yung confidence natin to go for a long position. So I'll keep this on my watch list for the rest of the week. Definitely we have a midweek market review. Let's see what happens here after a couple of days, diba? Review natin. If we can catch a trade here, if not tonight, maybe tomorrow, then we'll see if we can go for another buy. Pag hindi naman, wala namang problema na magpalit yung bias natin for a sell. Anyway, this is a strong resistance right here and a reversal is also expected to happen. Bakit nga lang ang bias natin is a buy is simply because we're seeing this momentum right here. Diba? Kumbaga may momentum siya to really break through. Okay? Hindi kumpara nung nandito, right? Look at that. Medyo smiley. Hindi katulad nung kukumpara natin dito, hindi maganda yung uptrend niya kung mapapansin nyo dyan. 'Di ba? Medyo nagsa-sideways siya. Let me clear this. Parang itong part na to, hindi siya ganun ka kalakas yung uptrend. Pero kung titingnan mo to, kaya ang bias natin is for a buy, or at least for me personally, is I'm seeing this momentum likely to push further, right? So that's my take on AUD USD for now. And I want to move on to Euro USD, which is still going down. I want to have a clear view again since it's Monday. Let's have a clear chart right here. Okay, tingnan natin. Para hindi tayo again biased from the previous analysis. We can have a fresh look. Anyway, it's Monday. Again, what you call this? You can go here. Saan na yan? Uh-huh. Oh, kaya pala. Now I realize why I have that weird chart. I have the old account here. Oh yeah, but anyway, we are on this one. I just realized I have a different account number there. But anyway, I apologize for that short advertisement. Anyway, Euro USD. Let's go back here. Okay, again, at least 3 months first. Tingnan natin kung anong nangyayari. Towards the end of February, you can see that push downwards and a continuation from March kung mapapansin nyo. Alright, breaking out of this. Parang yung AUD USD pattern pero inverse or parang baliktad, 'di ba? So kung mapapansin nyo, breakout dito, I want to have my line chart instead yan para mas gusto ko mas conservative yung line. Okay? So from here, pansin mo yan, that downtrend, a pullback, now it's going as well. The difference lang is it's below the horizontal line, or it stayed below that resistance, continuing, or sorry, complementing the downtrend, parang ganon. Okay, so we are actually in the middle of this move. Let's see, I want to zoom out further. Okay. By the way, on AUD USD, hindi natin tiningnan kung gaano kalayo yung ano, balikan natin siya mamaya ha. If it will break out, how far. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, ito na yung scenario that I need to look back more than 6 months of data kasi wala akong makitang support or resistance level. Actually, I'm looking for a support level in this period of time right here where my green line or green box is. So meaning, I need to go further back. Yeah, checking on historical data to see kung meron ba akong clues from the market, right? To find the lowest price where the market can possibly go. Okay, that's why I'm zooming out further. Okay, yeah, that's the recent one, and I want to go for the next one, which is the most relevant one. We have two levels here to consider. Okay, you have one here, yeah, and one here. So look at that. Medyo may sideways yung nanditong naka-green circle natin. So ito yung kinukuha natin as support and resistance that is becoming relevant to our decision making today. Okay, so meaning if the price is likely to continue down or move downwards, it can possibly go as low as this level, or this can be the resistance that we can expect for the market to stay within, or baka ito yung pwede niyang i-break to invalidate the downtrend naman. So babantayan din natin. So we are on that level where the price is likely to go up or down. Pero again, since this price is coming from here, right? It's testing from Friday. Pansinin niyo yung breakout na yan. It's testing that level again. Titingnan natin kung kaya ni buyers talaga i-push siya pabalik doon or baka bumaba na siya later on. So ang question na lang is, what's the best thing to do in this scenario? What do you want to do? Okay, given that we have the lines here and we have the trend line as well. Oops, sorry, parang yan, hindi ko na-click. Okay, we have the trend line here. Conservatively, you can put it this way. More touches. For me, ang tinatouch ko lang, ito lang primarily ang tinitingnan ko. Okay, so I want to consider this as one big move, and this is still possibly going in that direction, right? So gusto ko makita like bumalik siya dun sa trend line, right? Para ito yung ma-complete niya yung full retest kung tawagin. And at the same time, if I'll consider this level right here, this is where there you go, my 50% fib likely to happen. There you go. Ito, dito yung bounce niyan sa 50% fib. So, let's see. So, ang gagawin ko dyan ngayon, tanggalin na lang natin yan. I'll stick with the horizontal line and the diagonal line. Okay? And, tingnan natin anong plan. If we are to go for a buy, and as you know, I always look into the previous bar as my basis for my entry. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, dito pa ang entry price ko, masyado nang maliit yung space for a buy. Medyo may distance pa rin na kailangan niyang igalaw para lang ma-trigger tayo. Tapos early din tayo mag-exit kasi meron tayong diagonal resistance dyan or the horizontal resistance. So technically, this is our possible exit 1 or possible exit 2. 'Di ba? So, tingnan natin ha. Masyadong tight. Pansinin nyo, ito na lang kikilusan natin. I want to see H4. Again, I'm looking for the possibility of this pullback right here, okay? Which is likely to be somewhere at 90 or 80 pips. So, still decent for a trader who's just looking for a 20-30 pip per trade, diba? So, let's look at H4. Kung meron tayong nakikitang potential breakout of the ceiling. Again, you'll notice that this is the test or the retest, yeah? The buyers are testing the ceiling right here. They're trying to break through. Pero wala akong nakikitang what do you call this, strength from the buyers to really doing it now, right? In fact, I'm seeing this pattern, yung kabaliktaran na pababa siya possibly. Okay, tingnan natin. If I will take this previous bar as my entry, masyadong malayo yung stop loss ko. But possible for a 1:1, but I'm not confident there. Let's see H1. H1, the last two bars or few hour bars remain below. Pansinin niyo yung whole day natin, nandito lang talaga siya sa baba. So, to gain more confidence on a long position, I would rather wait for any bar, right? Either on H4 or H1 to break through first, then that's what I'll use as my basis for a buy here. So, saka na ako maghahanap ng buy doon. So, if you're looking to trade this on H1, do not disregard the short-term resistance as well. Baka pwede niyang itest yan at mag-sideways. So, technically, for short-term trades, you're just looking into like 20 to 30 pipper trade there. Or if not, gusto nyo medyo long-term yung trade nyo, then you can set your take profit towards this level talaga. So if that breakout happens, you have about 155 pips to play around. So bakit ko sinabing parang 80 to 90 pips lang yung target nyo? Kasi meron pa yung additional bars dito eh. So hindi mo na siya i-count. So kung sakali nandito yung entry price mo, hindi na to yung buong 155, right? So but that move possibly can happen for at least 150 pips there, right? Towards the diagonal resistance. Okay, so that's a decent room for you to take a trade, definitely for a short term trade, diba? So tawag dito, that's something that I would like to consider as well, as long as bumalik si market dun sa taas ng horizontal line. Okay, now the question is, what if the price stays below, right? What if the price stays below? Then, saka ako maghahanap ng potential bearish engulfing for a sell, right? The 4-hourly chart is really pushing me, yeah, to get in on that sell now. I'm really interested for an early sell instead. Okay, but we are 50 pips almost, no, 46 pips away. Yeah, look at that. If this can trigger, I'm interested. Stop loss will be somewhere at 90 something. This is a decent 1:1 if you may. Pero I would like to get an earlier move sana. Wait, I want to go, oh, look at that EMA. EMAs are still not agreeing to what I want, so patience is a skill, everyone. So we want we want to see a setup that we can be confident with, diba? So we want to see a setup that we can be confident with. In this case, wala ako nakikita. But I could test my H4. 54 pips, 50, yeah, sorry, 48 pips entry. Medyo malayo eh. Monitor ko na lang muna. Baka may early entry ako sa H1. Anyway, it's just 5 minutes away for the next bar. Yeah, I'll have this on my watch list tonight. So if you guys will be monitoring your trades, you can let me know tomorrow or later on in the comment section, or you can send me a direct message of what you think about this, or kung may nakita kayo, right? And if you have taken the trade or not. So for me, I will wait for a much better sell signal here. Okay, so what we're seeing from the previous bar kasi is just this one is called the double inside bar. If you're not familiar with that pattern, well, literally it's inside the previous one. So nag-breakout siya. So that's a double double inside bar breakout, right? That's what my mentor used to call it, right? So parang ngayon tinetest niya pa lang tong short-term move na to. So there's no confidence in again in my case, there's no confidence there to get in on an early sell. And I apologize at medyo maingay yung dogs if you can hear it. And I hope you can still hear me. So that's what I'm trying to do here for a short-term sell. Just in case hindi siya mag-break out. Right? Just in case hindi siya mag-break out. So titingnan natin yan. Anyway, mas malaking room din naman eh. Actually, almost the same pero mas slightly bigger itong room na to for a sell. If you want to be a little conservative, then your floor level could be somewhere right here. So I would say like about, yeah, the same size. Anyway, if you're just targeting about 20 to 30 pips, that's reasonable room to operate already. This one is about 130. Yung tininan din natin kanina is like about 150 pips, diba? You can even go for multiple trades there later on 5 minutes or maybe 15-minute chart. Pero anyway, again, to be more confident on the trade that you're taking, I want you to understand really the decision that you're taking, right? More than just clicking buttons. It's the understanding behind the trade, 'di ba? Kasi pag hindi mo naintindihan kung ano nangyayari doon, di wag mo na lang i-trade, next currency ka na, right? Because you are putting yourself in the position where you could possibly hurt yourself later on, and that's not nice, right? It's not nice. Okay, so that's Euro USD will be on my watch list tonight. Let's see what's happening with the cable. We have GBP USD now here. Looking at that zone that we had from last week, again, I would like to have a fresh view of this chart because it's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday, it's Monday, it's Monday, and we want to have a fresh view here. Let's see, breakout. Yan, yung zone natin is coming from this one right here. Yeah, kung maalala nyo yan. Okay, so yeah, that sabi nga natin, that's a thicker resistance that was not broken from last week. Price stayed below. I hope you guys were able to take advantage of that. Let's zoom out further. How far this price can go. I want to have a fresh look of my support level. I would say somewhere here. It's not just it's touching now, right? But it was a level before. And well, there was a breakout before. I want to see kung oops, sorry. Gusto ko makita yung mga, sorry, medyo magulo yung malikot yung galaw. I'm trying to look for something here that really tested. No, tinatahi niya lang dito. I'm not seeing a pin bar or maybe a bullish engulfing na na-decline. So, literally like tinatahi niya lang yung line na yan. So, at this point, hindi niya nire-respeto yung horizontal line. But this one is very strong. Look at that push there, right? So, possibly a strong support level here conservatively that we can consider. Again, notice this that I'm going back. In fact, this is a 2-year data that we're looking at kasi, well, at least a year and some months, hindi naman exactly 2 years kasi August, July pa lang naman to dito. Pero why are we going that far? Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, in this area where I'll be drawing pink, wala tayong nakikitang support level. So again, historical data is giving me some clues there to where the price can possibly go just in case it will go with the sellers. That's what I'm trying to say, diba? Pag sellers ang nasa market, the price is likely to move downwards. So if that's the case, we like to go and ride for that sell. Pero right now, that level at 30.31 is being tested. So the bulls could be in the market today and the dollar could be a little weaker, where I think it could be for the next couple of days because of dollar yen surge. Yeah, tuloy-tuloy yung bar niya since Friday. And retest or a correction could possibly happen in the next couple of days, right? Kasi again, the market doesn't move in total randomness. There's a pattern there. It's just that it doesn't move symmetrically. So minsan, makita nyo isang move like let's say 120 pips, ganyan, right? 100, 120 or 200 pips in a day. Minsan i-correct niya the next day or the following day, right? May mga ganon. So we want to see if the pattern can be fulfilled. But anyway, we'll go to dollar yen in a bit. So in this case, my bias is to go for long, which is the same thing as Euro USD, right? It's just that it's staying there. Mapapansin nyo una yung bias natin to go for a long. Same with AUD USD. Again, kung mapapansin nyo ulit if you're observing this properly, lahat ng tinitingnan natin ngayon are AUD, GBP, and Euro, yung term currency, and dollar is the base, right? So, ang bias natin is for these prices to go up. Again, as mentioned earlier, I could possibly expect for a pullback for dollar yen. And it could weaken the dollar for the next couple of days, pero it could be a short-term move. And again, we just want to catch maybe 30, 20 pips there, maybe more if there are opportunities to do so. Okay, so this could be a quick long position. We're looking for an entry price. The previous bars are not so helpful right now. Okay, look at that big bar for the last hour, which is 50 pips now. I would expect for a pullback first. Let me go to the 15-minute chart. Look at that. Price is already above the EMA. Crossover. If that happens, medyo conservative yung Monday natin. Okay, it's more of a wait and see. Yep, I have wanted to get in for a buy earlier today, pero that EMA is still down. The previous bar, ito, kung mapapansin nyo, the previous bullish engulfing potential did not trigger, so my trade was canceled there. And eventually, nag-spike siya pataas, so sucks to be me. At least that's 20 pipper there. So, we don't want to chase that move. We want to have a pullback. Again, the pattern that you have been seeing from me is this. Okay, look at that pattern. This is now higher than the previous. You want to see the pullback kasi naiwan na tayo nito. Then, you want to see a little pullback here before another move. Okay, so that's a good sign for momentum. Buyers are getting interested in this one because the current high is higher than the previous. So we're waiting for the next low to be higher than the previous. Kahit tumama pa yan dito sa floor, we still see an uptrend there. And we have confidence that the price is likely to go up. It's just that we want to see a pullback first. Okay? Well, at least for me, that's what I want to wait for, right? A pullback first before we buy. And if that happens, I could possibly expect for my orange line to be above the blue. That's another confirmation. A short buy until this zone right here, right? This zone right here, yan yung exit level natin. Or somewhere between, yeah, this level right here where you can get 20, 30 pips already. Okay? So for short-term traders, like quick in and out, yeah, meron pa nga 10 pipper lang eh, 'di ba? So maganda 'yon pag medyo malaki yung lot size nyo if you're trading like I don't know, 10 lots, right? So or yeah, on standard lot sizing ha. So that's 100 pips already, yeah, per pip. Sorry, $100 per pip. So, yeah, that's reasonable. A 10 pipper there will do, right? Pero kung maliit lang naman yung account nyo, if you're trading micro lots or mini lots, it's okay, right? 20 pipper is not bad for a quick trade, di ba? Okay, so again, count your blessing if you can get that. Okay, so let's see for the pullback here muna. So it's a wait and see for me. For these currency pairs so far, I want to jump in on NZD USD now. Okay, again, if you're watching this, okay, on a later time na, please understand that the price could have moved differently already. Okay, especially on the 15 minutes and the 1 hourly chart, especially if you're trading the 5-minute chart. Okay, so what I want you to do, if you're watching this video on a later time, you might want to revalidate the market's condition again using your own chart. Okay, if you're trading it on the 5-minute chart. Okay, pero again, I'm giving you the basis of the decision, or what you call this, the thought process behind making the decision, basing it on the daily chart. Okay, so daily chart again, moving on to NZD USD. Let's see how the Kiwi is performing so far. You are seeing almost identical pattern as AUD and ZDS. Okay, look at that. We're still below this horizontal line of 68.57. Again, you can go to your line chart to be more conservative with your horizontal line. Okay, there you go. You can possibly use the trend line. You can possibly draw your trend line as well using the line chart. Pero it would be a different story for me. I want to see yung touches dito. The more touches, the better, of course, right? So you can go for a little pullback here again. I'm interested to see how far this can go. Could this be touching a certain fib level? That's a 50% there. Yeah. Look at that. Na-test niya na yung 50% fib, then pwede talaga siyang umakyat doon. So, somewhere here, let's say current price of 58 pipper move. Tingnan natin on lower time frame. Let me remove the... There you go. There's a switch in momentum here. Look at that short-term move. Down, 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 down. Then you see this change here, right? So the price is likely to move in that direction. Again, it's likely, it's not guaranteed. But yeah, I'm seeing a possibility of it happening. I want to go to the 15-minute chart now to see if my orange and blue line is not agreeing with what I want yet. So patience is a virtue. I want to see patience is a, yeah, it's a skill. That's what I'm trying to say. So if the price goes back up, we'll have the orange above the blue. Then that's still a decent 40 pipper could be as soon as it touch back to the yellow. So kung mapapansin nyo, yung bias ko talaga is leaning towards short dollar and long on other pairs, diba? So from here, I want to see it reverse first. That's my priority for now. I want to go and see a better confirmation here. Kasi bakit? I don't want to buy here and suddenly the price goes down. Kasi meron pa rin siyang space to go and retest eh, right? It can still possibly go for that full 61.8 level, right? So from here, this one goes here and bounce back up. Okay. Yeah, I could be on the 15-minute chart on this one. I really wanted to go for a buy already. Control yourself. Okay. um, and from here, I want to move on to USDCHF. Tingnan natin kung anong nangyayari sa Swiss. Okay. We have that sideways. Okay. Let me remove the lines again. This was my reminder of my position from last week. But anyway, there are times that I'm not really interested with the dollar Swiss, but there are times na parang yeah, very interesting. Okay, but that I'm not a big USD CHF, though I am a big dollar yen trader. Yeah. But it looks interesting now because it's very, very close to the ceiling. Like I've said, there's a very good chance for the dollar to have a little correction for the next couple of days, given that it's already touching the ceiling. And I want to see if we can get in on that now, or we could be too early. Anyway, before we go and do that, I think this is a much better line to consider. This one right here. Yeah. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ceiling, 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 well, or almost, well, ceiling again, right? Sideways, tested, rejected, tested, rejected, a little bit sideways here. So, ibig sabihin, we could possibly operate in this box right here. So, meaning, if the price is touching the ceiling, we can look for a short position towards this level, which is, if we go from horizontal line to horizontal line, that's about 90 pips right there. Tingnan natin kung meron tayong bearish engulfing. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that bearish engulfing is done, ladies and gentlemen. This one's done. I missed this. Like about a 30 pipper. Sakto lang na talaga, oh. If you are looking for 20 to 30 pips from this bearish engulfing, look at that. Bearish engulfing ba talaga siya? Nauna ba siyang mag-break sa taas? I think so. Yeah. Alright, but anyway, can we have it now? I want it now. I have an inside bar here, so my entry price is below. Possibly kung eto sana, but that's an inside bar. The 1 hourly bar is not giving me good signs yet. Looking at this, honestly, we are a little late on this trade. Bumagsak na to siya kanina like about 5, 6, 4 hours. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 hours ago. Oh, interesting. It's a beautiful bearish engulfing. Look at that. Umakit muna bago bumaba. Now it's going back there. So it's testing that level. It's really interesting to get in now, but I'm not seeing a potential entry price yet. So technically, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 currency pairs, I'm looking to go short on USDCHF, which agrees with the first 4 currency pairs that the dollar could possibly be weak this week. But I'm not finding the entry price. Yeah, I'm not finding my preferred entry price. So I will have this on my watch list first. Okay, so again, it's better to look for a trade where you are confident with and you're comfortable with, instead of just taking a trade that you could possibly be worried, yeah, and get yourself so stressed then you can't find a better trade later on. So that's not the trade that you want. Yeah. So now I'll have this on my watch list. I want to move on to USD CAD now. And I think this is what I'm trying to say earlier. If you see something like that na parang maiksi and medyo wide, so this is like a short-term sideways where it is becoming a long-term sideways now here for USD CAD. Though you can see some breakouts there, right? Pero generally the price have stayed within, right? And it has gone back within that box. So for everyone's benefit, or for the people who were not with me for the last couple of weeks checking USD CAD, and have a fresh look as well, of course, right? Saan ba nanggagaling yung sideways na tinitingnan natin before? Ito po iyon. Okay? Ito yung dating sideways niya kasi nandito lang siya. Then nag-breakout, kala natin magtuloy-tuloy na, bumalik pa rin siya ulit, right? Then there's another surge right there. Now it's coming back, right? So I can take this as my resistance now. And you can possibly have a zone right here if you may, like a thicker resistance, right? There you go. Yeah, again, I'm adjusting it using my line chart here for you to, uh, or for me at least, personal, for me to have a better view. Okay, then a floor level could be possibly set somewhere here. Look at that touch here, look at that touch here. Yeah, this is a good confirmation as well. If we go back to the bars, then you can have multiple, yeah, bars touching that level. So from here, mapapansin nyo, you can conservatively adjust this if you want to, like, widen the the rectangle if you want, right? To be more conservative there, right? And so parang yung lowest of the low, not necessarily like where it average, or sorry, ang tawag dito? Where it touches like on an average. Okay. Medyo tight ka din dito. Should we go for short? I think I want to go for this. Let's have a pending order in this one. I might, but this is not a bearish engulfing. I'd like to go for the pin bar instead. I want to go for this shooting star. Yeah. For you guys who love candles, yeah, this is becoming a shooting star. That's a much better setup for me if I want to go for a sell. Yeah, 12, and right now is 15, 16, about an hour. Yeah, we'll get a new bar in an hour, which is like about 45 minutes. So I'll rather wait for 45 minutes to get a new bar. Then if this pin bar is confirmed, I would like to set my entry price somewhere there. The earliest exit will be, yeah, about 50 pips if you may. Parang dito, that's the early exit that we want. Okay? So again, if you're just looking for 20, 30 pips, then that's enough room to operate. Okay, so I'll rather wait for that bar to be confirmed tonight, then I'll go for a sell on USD CAD. Again, mapapansin nyo, the bias is a weaker dollar. We're going short on the dollar-based currency pairs. Pag nasa term currency siya, nakabuy tayo as we expect for it to like seesaw, right? Okay, so yep, USDJPY, look at that move from Friday. It never retested. I was waiting for it to retest today, but it rallied on. And beautiful cycles happening, pero short-term cycles on the 1 hourly chart. So ito yung sinasabi ko, I want to zoom in here. Ito yung sinasabi ko na I could possibly see a correction for the next couple of days. Of course, I'm not disregarding the fact that it can also go up there straight, diba? Pero with these bars right here, I can consider this as an oversized bar. Pansinin nyo yung average bars niya dito. Hindi siya normal. And every time we see something like that, like a big bar, eventually it gets corrected. 'Di ba? Big bars, though ito hindi naman talaga correct. Pero bumabalik, I mean, right? Look at this. Big bar again, eventually the price had been corrected. Okay? Tingnan pa natin based on historical data, ha. What we're calling now, or what we're doing now is called back testing. Look at this big bar right here, eventually got corrected, 'di ba? Look at this big bar here followed by this bigger correction, right? So, yun yung ibig ko sabihin, right? I don't want to go and chase those big bars anymore, right? Kasi technically I'm too late for another buy. We were good on a buy at the beginning of Friday somewhere right here, 'di ba? Pero if I want to buy right now, I'm definitely too late, right? I'm waiting for that pullback to happen today, pero hindi nangyari. That's my bias now for dollar yen. Okay, look at that. I only had one trade from this one last week, on this one, pero very quick. Nagsisi nga ako bakit ko siya kinlose early. Pero again, count your blessings. The target was just a 20 pip per trade, then we got 20 pips, then we need to count our blessings. It's just that. Kung babalikan mo yung chart ulit, right? Where was that? babalikan mo siya ulit. Sayang kasi talaga, di ba? There was a pin bar here. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, oops. Dumidikit. Oh, sorry, the keyboard. Yeah, look at that. Here, 20 20 pips. Then eventually it went for about 160, di ba? Happy days. Pero yeah, I did not catch that, so sucks to be me. Anyway, I'm waiting for the pullback before tayo mag-buy ulit. Probably for some, ang mindset ngayon is like, kung yun ang expectation mo, bakit hindi ka mag-sell? Pwede naman, right? We can possibly go for short, pero I'm not seeing good reasons to go for short right now on lower time frame, right? I'm not seeing a break of momentum here yet, not yet. And ayoko rin habulin na to kasi too far na rin, right? Again, I'll rather be in a position where I am confident I can sleep, right? uh, More than just taking a trade for the sake of having one, right? Which is not really advisable, right? So that move is causing the gold as well to go down. Look at that for the last couple of days, right? Gold is touching the 159 or sorry 1959 support level. Let's see how it can goes. Sorry, how it goes. As mentioned Friday, I'm just letting you give a. I'm sorry, I'm giving you a what do you call this? A quick look on this one. As mentioned, I am planning to have a separate session just for commodities and indices as well, right? I'm just trying to find the schedule for that session. And you might expect that to happen in the afternoon, could be somewhere at 3 or maybe 4 p.m. as European session opens and the commodities market and indices markets becomes available as well, right? Titingnan natin kung saan siya best na ano, okay, and of course my availability as well, but stay tuned for the separate session for our commodities indices and of course looking into the cryptocurrency included. All right, so for everyone, that's my Monday live market analysis. And again, reminder everyone that this is for educational purposes only. I'm not forcing you to take a trade. I hope this information that you're receiving from me is something that you find helpful. If it's not, then the content is not for you, okay? And if you find it a little bit technical, let me know, right? So I can address it for you. If you have me on Facebook, then go and message me on Facebook, so we can have a better conversation there, if you may, right? Because I understand some people is not so comfortable in asking questions dun sa public comment section, and I love how you guys send me direct messages instead, right? Okay. Again, reminder from for yeah, I think they messaged me already pala. Sorry. Si Ma'am SP and Japs, right? And we will go and schedule your coaching sessions, guys. So again, that's it for me, and it's becoming a habit now. We're going over the 30-minute planned session, right? And I just love that you're still with me right now. And again, for the people who be watching this on a later time, please understand. Okay, reminder po that the market could have moved differently if you're looking at it on 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or maybe the 1 hour chart. Okay? Kasi faster time frames yan, mas marami yung bars na nadagdag. Okay? So again, reminder everyone, create a plan para mas confident kayo dun sa trade nyo. And if it's becoming stressful, you're not doing it properly. Okay? Again, if it's becoming stressful, you're not doing it properly. So if you find it hard to do your analysis, let me know, so possibly I can help you out as well. All right? AOB, thank you too for being here. All right? So again, guys, you have a wonderful evening. I'll see you on Wednesday for our follow-up session or midweek market review to see how things goes, right? Midweek. Okay? So from me to you guys, don't stress yourself out. It's Monday. Kung walang trade, okay lang. Because trading should be fun. You should not stress yourself out. All right, I'll see you guys on the next session. Have a wonderful evening. Bye for now. Cheers.